You know, something else I've been thinking of is that the power of the Supreme Court justices should be taken away from the hands of the president. That's what I think. I think the American public should be voting for Supreme Court justices. And so maybe they could be 5 years, and an off cycle election, kind of like the politicians have off cycle elections, if we're going to still do elections, because I'm not sure that I'm fond of the idea of all positions being hired and fired for reasons that I'm not going to go into right now. But I just think that in order to take the predictability of the media, the mainstream media, corporate media, just sitting there talking about, well, who do they think this president is going to vote for? Because we think that this Supreme Court justice might be stepping down. And so then we get all these news cycles of the news media talking about who they think the Supreme Court justice, because they're old, they think, well, maybe they're going to be stepping down and retiring, or maybe they might pass away while they're a Supreme Court justice. And I think that happened with Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She was actually still an acting judge in her position when she passed away. And so I was thinking, well, those terms could be shortened up just like the politicians. Now, it would take the politicians to actually enact all of this related to changing things. And, I know that, the politicians work for us, their parties, outside of their parties, they work for the American people. And so there are things that they always do together but there is a lot of influencing outside of what they do. I think they know that. I think that's what they've been wanting to address and look at, is the influencing through the internet that's taking place. And it's like so much more of it has been exposed to me than what I even dreamed about. Now, it's not, I didn't dream about it, but then what I thought about it. I just wanted to use the word dream in here, I guess. That's what came out of my mouth. But yeah, so I mean, if we shorten up all the terms, and we can still have elections. I don't see anything wrong with elections. It's just we shorten everything up, and then it makes it harder for things to be rigged. That's what I'm thinking. If we shorten up election cycles,